That holy.
One of your fucking
Holy.
mics is way too loud.
Holy, unlock it, unlock it, unlock it.
What was that?
Unlock what?
The server.
Yeah,
Damn,
sure.
nigga, yo, why is he arrested?
Let me
It's
know when you
unlocked.
unlock it.
Oh my
Yo, you
god.
think it's slow?
It's unlocked, bro.
Shut up.
Damn, shut the fuck up.
Lord Failure. Lord Failure. How do you teleport, Lord Failure?
Is that the king?
Dude.
No, that's
Is
not
this
the king,
nigga
bro.
serious?
That's FIS.
Are we for real?
What the fuck? Is this nigga serious?
Yo.
Why, bro, why is the king smiling like this is a joyful time? What the
He's
fuck
dying,
going
bro.
on?
Oh shit,
Yo,
where your family
it's
going?
Where's
Rain.
the stream at?
Just nobody on the defense. Hello.
There's nothing.
blocking,
There's
guys.
nothing
Yo,
to
Shit's
smile
gonna be-
yo,
about.
Joshua, what are you doing, bro? What
Watch
are
your
you
back,
doing,
Max
bro?
PD.
What the fuck?
Yo.
It's not getting green, bro. Code.
Right.
He just said that in lore. He just
Bro,
said that
there's
in
no
lore.
way you're a center
Oh,
fan.
here it
What
is.
is-
Yeah, go to the
what
stream
is
now. Stream now.
Ty's-
Stream now. Stream.
What is Ty's profile picture? What the fuck?
Oh, he what's it called?
Yo, can we
Transition.
ever get...
It's just
Yo,
been
this is record-breaking amount of people on one server, but we can't get fucking a solid 50 in a TT.
Oh right,
This is
you need to
sad,
be
bro.
on stream to hear the trial.
Niggas in VC.
I'm retarded, bro.
They
What
caught
the
him.
fuck?
They caught him at the Diddy party with the 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
What?
Yo,
big,
Zay,
bro.
you're not meant to be down here with us. Come on.
Yo, Pi,
What?
do you know that command that like lets you name someone without the tags?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is it?
It's just name. I don't know if there's an actual thing there.
No, there's one for like
Well, how is Pyro
like
sexual?
without tags.
Oh, this is crazy.
He's him, bro.
Alrighty, I've been for like 3 weeks. What do you mean?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I forgot.
Oh yeah.
Friend
He's
grouping, you know,
shifting.
all of that.
See, hold on, bro.
Sam,
Wait,
what is
I
in here, bro?
forgot.
What is going on?
Where's
No,
that?
I was the I
Sour
became
Marine? Yo,
no.
No, Samo is here, bro. What?
Oh, Samo. Where? Where's Samo?
This guy pulled up for the downfall of the
Yo,
king.
Samo?
He's in VC.
Yo, where's Samo? Where's Samo? Hey,
No, like I
Samo.
became the FB captain, and then when May died, I became. Why is there a PFC with armor, bro? Everybody and their mom got armor now. Like,
Cap.
He's a
Yo,
world.
why is this bozo
What do you mean,
who's
Cap?
streaming,
No,
not
that
streaming
is
the
not
actual
Cap.
stream? Fuck
I
you.
saw a private first class in SL with armor. Like what?
Oh my god.
What?
I'm
what's his
streaming
name?
the-
What's his
Tell me
name
his
for?
name. Tell me his
Are you?
name.
Is someone streaming the stream, bro? I gotta hold.
Yeah, I mean, clearly,
I
he
am.
has armor. He earned it. That's all I'm
I'm-
saying.
I'm
He has
streaming-
armor,
He
he earned it.
has armor.
You are- You are so
Swear to
smart.
God, yeah.
I'm streaming the stream right
He's
now.
blocking it, dickhead.
Skibbity toilet.
Okay, so why are you streaming the stream?
Because
Why?
people ask me to.
Bro, this stream is on Twitch, bro. Just
Oh,
open the
let's
link.
make a barrier for it.
Streaming the stream. Yo, can we
Bro,
lock
nothing
in,
is
please?
happening.
If I say I was locking this in,
They're setting up, bro. They're setting up. Relax.
It's not done yet.
we're being locked in.
What are they setting up, nigga? Everything's ready. Fuck going on?
Oh shit! He's actually here. That's the new chief of justice, I think, or whatever, or judge. I don't know.
Tell him.
Ashford.
Oh shit.
Oh, he's so cold with it. He's so cold with it. He just walked.
He's cold as hell.
Oh, Holy, I suggest you lock the server again. By the way.
I heard he only
Yeah,
can
Amir
lick
just
black
started fucking shouting at me.
Why is this stream so delayed? Holy shit.
Yo, what if Eva just shifts into
Yeah, it's
this as well?
delayed as fuck.
The court is. Holy crap.
So who's 8-bit? Who the fuck is 8-bit, Mike? Shut up.
Marcella, set multiple
Shut up,
Can we get
cameras.
can we get upgrade points, please?
Humanity v. His Grace, Arthur Thorpe. The defendant, who is known to all, has been brought before this court on the charges of violating the following parts of the Charter. Clause 4, Section 3, Section 23, Criminal Conduct, Treason. Chapter 4, Clause 3, Section 23, Criminal Conduct, Involuntary Manslaughter. Chapter 4, Clause 3, Section 3, Obstruction of Operations. Chapter 4, Clause 3, Section 13, False Statement and Records. How does the defendant plead to each charge?
Not guilty on every charge.
All right. Prosecution, you may begin your opening statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. I stand here before you all today at the hands of justice for humanity. Before I begin, I must state that this trial was not a result of any personal vendettas, for I believe that Arthur Thorpe was a good friend to myself and an excellent father to his children. However, the interests of humanity as a whole should supersede any of these other factors, as a king is the leader of nations. On the 2nd of April in the year 830, I had learned from a new companion, many know now as Ivor Lint from the stationary guard beyond our walls, that defendant Arthur Thorpe knew of grave dangers that were coming to Paradise. Obviously, seeing as I've never met Ivor before, my doubts were beyond reasonable, but I, and many others, based on intuition, decided to investigate further upon this. This led to all cards being revealed in Mirvik on the 3rd of April, where the king, in contrast to him pleading not guilty to all these charges, ironically is in fact guilty to every charge that was stated today. Arthur Thorpe is the reason we, humanity, were ill-prepared for the great war that is unfolding before our very eyes. The breach in the West was a result of Arthur's incompetency and incohesion amongst the military's highest command. This itself should be enough to prove his guilt. What he hid in darkness, the enemy exposed in blood and tarnish.
Okay. Defense, you may begin your opening statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. I stand here before you all today not as your king, but as a fellow subject within the walls in search of mercy. Before I begin, I will have it known that whatever sin my family or I may have committed was in favor of humanity and out of desires to protect its people against the harsh environments beyond the walls. Although we held the history of Paradise and the vast lands beyond within our grasps, it never left the eyes of the small folk. It was hidden within plain sight. This begs the question, were my family and I truly responsible for the total negligence of the public in retaining their own histories? Or were we the ones who stood up and protected its integrity at all costs?
Move on to the witness statements. Prosecution, you may call forth a witness to testify, if any.
The prosecution calls Arthur Thorpe to the stand.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I swear it.
Prosecution, you may proceed.
Arthur Thorpe, in the deep cave of Mirvik, where that realm can be accessed, you were heard by over 15 commanding officers very clearly admitting to withholding information from us, the military command. Am I correct in saying so?
I won't deny this. I did indeed admit to withholding information from the people of the walls and its military officers. However, I did this with humanity's best interests at heart.
Very well. You mentioned humanity's best interests at heart, but I find this statement very improbable. If this was true, Arthur, why was Fenrir breached as a result of your incohesion?
I myself had no ties to that catastrophic event. I weep for the refugees of Fenrir, and had hoped that the military had acted with more precaution in handling this breach of security. How am I to blame for the tardiness of the military in their defensive procedures?
Arthur, you were the one holding information about the fact that there were sentient titans, now what we call shifters, out there much like Ivor, from your highest command. We were only told of this information by force, with your reputation as king at stake. 3 days prior to the breach in Fenrir. Had the military been knowledgeable of this far beforehand, which you could have easily made possible, Arthur, we wouldn't have lost 30% of the population of Fenrir. Hindsight is a wonderful thing, and you were able to grant us this advantage. Are you honestly saying that your negligence didn't lead to this tragedy?
As you've just stated yourself, you had no knowledge of the true histories. You had knowledge of the true histories 3 days prior to the breach. Had you and the other militant officers had proper arrangements, Fenrir and its people would have been safely hidden behind the walls of Ansel, unharmed.
Arthur, I'm quite disappointed a man who's very informed of military matters can speak with such a lack of substance regarding it. It was because of the fact that we knew 3 days prior that we were able to save the majority of the district's people. Regardless, I have one final question for the defendant. Why is it that you are still withholding information from the military command? You were ordered to tell us the whereabouts of each artifact to the best of your knowledge, and myself, Bella de Vaste, Blank's Artemis, Noah Artemis, and Kaido Kenshi are yet to receive such reports.
I must admit, I lied and conspired against you so you would spare my life. I do not know of their whereabouts.
Your Honor, if he was to lie about something like that as he has openly admitted in court, what's to say that anything else that comes out of his mouth is truthful? Anyways, I do not wish to be cyclical. That is all towards the defendant from the prosecution, Your Honor.
Very well. We shall move on to the next witness.
I'd like to call forward Corporal Ivor Lint of the Stationary Guard.
Now, before we begin, do you understand that you have to say the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury?
I understand.
Very well. The prosecution may proceed with examining the witness.
Ivor, after we were left by Ragnar, you mentioned that the royal family were left with the secrets and knowledge of our nation. Would you be able to elaborate on this?
I will try my best to elaborate within the best of my capabilities, for I am no historian. I have in the past stated that the last which is known to us foreigners is Ragnar's disappearance and the royal family taking power in his stead. It is safe to say they kept your history under tight security.
So, as a person who knows equally to what Arthur Thorpe and his predecessors knew, would you argue that if Arthur had warned us ahead of time, we would have a better chance of defending Paradis against the coming war?
I do believe that if Paradis had ample warning, that they would have increased chances of attaining victory within the coming war.
With you being the closest we have to an expert witness, your opinion does in fact matter in this trial, Ivor. Would you find probability and reason in Arthur's argument of withholding information for the sake of protecting Paradis?
I've publicly shown my disdain against the crown and the path they have chosen and do not agree with it whatsoever.
Thank you, Ivor. That is all from the prosecution towards this witness, Your Honor.
Defense. Do you wish to cross-examine the witness?
I have but 2 questions, Your Honor, if I may.
You may proceed.
Alright. What was the original mission when you were first sent to our walls? Why should our people put their trust in you?
As I have admitted in the past, I was first sent here to uncover who the current founder was and report back to my nation beyond the walls. This, I've always been truthful about. And since the revealing of my identity, I can say before all the people within this room today that I have not once defied your trust in me. Every question that I was asked was answered with honesty. Much unlike your king, who has betrayed your trust and led you to an uncertain future, I am here to aid humanity, however it may need me.
This is madness! The man who stood before you all today was sent here to harm us. Yet you take his word over the word of your ruler? You came here to weaken our defenses, did you not? You were sent here to take what was rightfully ours, were you not? You were sent here as a test to our strength.
Objection! He's badgering, Your Honor. Your Honor, he's badgering.
Order. Order. The objection is sustained. Defense, you are in the environment of a courtroom. Please act accordingly. Do you have any further questions for the witness? Or shall we move on?
No further questions, Your Honor.
Very well. This witness is excused. Does the prosecution have any other witness they'd like to call forward?
I'd like to call forward Commander-in-Chief of Paradis' military force, Bella Devaste.
Bella Devaste, do you understand that you have to say the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, under penalty of perjury?
I understand. I will speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
All right. The prosecution is free to question the witness.
Bella, on the day of the breach, how did you feel afterwards knowing that we could have mitigated the damage to the civilians of Fenrir if only Arthur Thorpe had provided us with the necessary information?
I felt hopeless and betrayed once I learned of this. I felt like I could have done something with the information the king was withholding. The bloodshed which occurred could have been prevented, but the people we lost that day were lost in vain.
As Commander-in-Chief of the military, how did your trust waver for Arthur Thorpe following these tragic events?
My family, the Devaste lineage, have served the royal family for years preceding us. Arthur Thorpe was a man I once looked up to, yet now my loyalty falters in the face of lies. I pledged my sword to a king, not a liar cloaked in a crown.
I see, I see. Now it has also come to the recent attention of the military that the Crown Prince Leif Thorpe initiated a task force composed of SOS members as well as Vanguard to execute Ivor if the time comes. Did you have any say on this matter?
I did not have any inclusion within this task force. In fact, it was hidden from me, as Leif went behind my back to use my men in order to fulfill his own objectives based on his personal vendettas. He also threatened the lives of the men tasked with such targets that if a word was to get out about this hit squad, he would have their lives taken.
That is all from the prosecution towards this witness, Your Honor. I'd also like to add that we have no further witnesses to call forward, Your Honor. I believe a liable case has been made already.
Very well. Does the defense desire to cross-examine the witness?
I did not.
All right. We shall move on to the witness statements from the defense's side. Defense, do you have any witnesses you'd like to call forward?
I would like to call forth my son, Crown Prince Leif Thorpe.
Leif Thorpe, do you understand that you have to say the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury?
I do.
Defense, you may begin to examine the witness.
My son, please answer in all honesty. Do you believe the actions I have taken were worthy of a king to Paradise?
I believe whatever my father may have done was within the best interest of humanity.
Do you truly believe it was within humanity's favor for me to reveal the truth sooner?
I do not. I believe it would have caused an uproar within the walls, and it would have put us in an even worse position than we are in right now.
I have no further questions, Your Honor. Nor do I have any other witnesses to call forth.
All right. Does the prosecution wish to cross-examine the witness?
I do, Your Honor.
Proceed.
Leif Thorpe, you admit to knowing as much as your father. Would I be correct in saying so?
That is correct, yes.
And a day prior to you revealing that you knew, you also spoke to me and my section commander Zane Devaste upon the walls of Elk, saying that if our intuition was incorrect in your father's knowledge of such history, that you would kill us personally, all under the pretense of you knowing that what we were saying was the truth. Am I correct in saying so?
That is also correct.
So if you are lied to our faces, the military's most reputable men, why is everyone in this courtroom today expected to believe a word you uttered in regards to justifying your father's incohesion?
I could have denied what was presented, yet I admitted to my fraudulent words. Why would I thereafter proceed with the lies when I am put on stand to face all of my dear subjects?
The same dear subjects you and your father lied to for years and years, hiding away behind lies. The same dear subjects you've shackled to ignorance with your deceit. Do you really expect anyone, as a civilian of Paradise, to trust you anymore?
Those who have the proper education and upbringing will always stand behind the crown, no matter the circumstances.
That's all for this witness, Your Honor.
Right. Due to no further witnesses from either the prosecution or defense, we shall move on to the closing statements before I reach a verdict. Defense, you may proceed.
I do not have much else to say other than all that I have done was out of the love for my people, and to please show mercy upon my family.
If that is all from the defense, the prosecution may move forward with their closing statement.
I stand here before you today to tell you that the charges against the king are not merely about withholding information. They are about the deliberate endangerment of Paradise and its people. Arthur Thorpe, entrusted with the highest of duties, chose to shield critical knowledge that could have safeguarded countless lives. 75,000 innocent civilians dead from a man who kept his command in the dark. This reign of shadows must come to an end.
All right. I shall now step to the side to process all the information and arguments and to reach a verdict. Excuse me. Arthur Thorpe, you stand before this court having been charged with the gravest of crimes. Treason against humanity itself. You have betrayed the trust of your people, withheld vital knowledge, and by your actions led to the suffering and death of many innocents. Furthermore, you've been found guilty of involuntary manslaughter as the lives lost under your reign are directly linked to the failure to act when you should have. Your obstruction of military operations has crippled our defenses in a time of great peril. And lastly, your false statements and fraudulent records have eroded the very foundations of trust that once held this kingdom together. It is the finding of this court, beyond any reasonable doubt, that you are guilty on all accounts. Your actions have endangered the very future of humanity. And for these crimes, I hereby sentence you, Arthur Thorpe, to death by execution. May the weight of your treason be a reminder to all that no one, not even a king, is above the law. Court is adjourned.
Okay, everyone who's watching the stream right now and is in the game, I'm about to do a vote, and you get to decide who executes the king. Ready? We have to wait like a minute for the results, so sit tight. Alright, thank you everyone for coming out. I'm ending the stream now.
Oh!
You have 2 minutes to revive him. Yeah, get the main card back. Get the main card.
Oh, yeah, my PC's broken.
Holy fuck, bro, that was
what
so
did you
metal!
Yo, the king got
Holy
turned.
fuck, bro, that was so brutal!
Down with the king! Down with the king!
Holy fuck, bro, I did not expect that shit! Holy fuck!
Down with the king!
I thought they were just
Nice
gonna pop
one.
the side, no?
Down with the king! Down with the king!
Oh my god, that's fucking done, dude. What the fuck? That dude. Oh my lord,
Holy shit, bro! Chat, I don't think the king was a shifter.